guys, it's Lexi. I hope we're all doing well. I have not talked to you guys in I think a little bit over a week now, which feels like it's been forever, for me at least. So I'm really happy to be filming today, to be sitting down and to be talking about wax. Work has been really busy for me, just to catch you guys up on like personal life stuff, I guess. I have a ton of videos to film. So in the next week, you will see kind of a slow amount of videos being, dropped. I know there's a lot of things that I've been getting in, like orders and stuff. So you'll be seeing hauls, and I know a lot of people have already like shared those hauls. So I'm a little bit late to the game, but like I said, work has just been so busy. Wedding season's in full swing. I feel like I'm trying to say that I'm catching my breath today, but I feel like I'm not catching my breath today. So I really just want to talk about wax. So we're just going to kind of go through my empties today. This was all from my previous melting basket, which was just like the most random assortment of wax. There wasn't a theme. I called it like my May Madness basket. It was random, but we have a ton of stuff to talk about. If I sound a little nasally, my allergies are bothering me. So sorry, you guys. And I think overall, I didn't do a great job of finishing up everything in the basket. I still have quite a bit of stuff to put away, which isn't great. But I do have a lot of empties, so I don't know. I'm kind of split. I wish I could have accomplished more, but I was in and out of the house so much. Working, engagement sessions, weddings, and then on top of that, trying to maintain a work-life balance as like a small business owner. It's really hard. Especially because in the summer, like all of your friends want to hang out because the weather is nice and you want to do stuff. But it's like you have to also be working at home, like behind the computer, editing and stuff like that. So it's just like blah, 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 kind of overwhelming. Anyway, you guys don't care about that. Let's talk about wax. The first thing I have is a non-empty, but what I melted. This is the only non-empty thing that I melted this week or past 2 weeks. And this is Rose Girl's Banana Bread Carbs. So I only have a few kind of cubes left of it. I did use a good chunk of it. I really do enjoy this. You guys know I love banana scents and wax, whether it be artificial or authentic. I do think out of all of the Rose Girls banana scents that I've tried, I want to say that she has a banana cream pie oil that she uses. And I think that this is just a banana oil. And I think that they're different. I'm not entirely sure. Who knows? But I'm guessing, and I want to say that the banana in this does lean a little bit more artificial, kind of like a candy Runts banana, like that little Runts candy, or like a Laffy Taffy, slightly, but then mix it with like the other like kind of bakery notes in here. It does balance it, but I do think that I prefer Jenny's Banana Cream Pie, which is a banana oil that she uses in her Moo Moo track. And there's another one that she has banana cream pie. I know I think she's doing a banana cream pie something else blend for the next release. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. This did really well. It does smell like banana bread when it's going. So once it kind of mixes in a little bit more, it's hard to really pull it out, kind of, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the banana and the bread kind of like mingle in a nice way. So it's not like you're like, whoa, that smells like a candy banana with bread. It does kind of blend in a nice way. So it does just kind of smell like a banana bread scent. But I still think that I prefer her banana cream pie over just a banana. And maybe this is banana cream pie. I have no idea, you guys. I don't know. But that's what I did to my nose. So that was the first one. And then we have a ton of bags. And I think... So I have all of this over here. This is all also empties. And then I have a ton of bags. I think what I'll do is I'll actually just start with the bags this time and kind of get these out of the way. So this one is actually just a sample from Empire Alchemy. I just put this in my bathroom today. And it was kind of melting as I just took a shower. And this is green tea, dried apple, dried leaves, and tangerine peel. So far, this... to my nose wasn't like incredibly strong, but I also am a little bit congested because of allergies. So I feel like today, especially because I was out in nature and I could just like see the pollen in the air yesterday. So that was tough. But I will try to report back if I can remember on my thoughts on this a little bit later in the day if I can remember, or I will leave my thoughts like above here or whatever. So on cold, this smells really, really nice, but it's just so far, it hasn't been a long enough time for me to really get a good idea of it. This one is another sample here from that Smell Good shop. This is a customer blend. This was a sample. It's black cedar, juniper, sweet tobacco, and twilight woods. I really like this. It was kind of like a masculine, kind of woodsy scent. And this did last a good long while in my bathroom warmer. Kind of like a clean, woodsy, masculine, really good bathroom scent. Really, really good bathroom scent. I did quite enjoy that. I have 2 more things from that Smell Good shop. These are so old, you guys. So I will say, I think that these probably, I know for a fact this one because I did melt it earlier on in its life. These probably would have done a little bit better had I melted them sooner, but these were like, I think over 2 years old at this point, maybe even pushing. These were some of the first wax melts I got, and it's been a while. So this one is Amethyst, which is raspberry and sweet lime. I really, really, really like this, and I'm pretty picky when it comes to lime, and the way that the raspberry blended with the lime, it made it just like a very sweet, fruity kind of scent. I enjoyed this. I would get this again. And even though they were older, they did still have good performance. That Smell Good shop usually is great for me. I usually have no problems. This one is The Shallows. This one is strawberry, raspberry, agave nectar, and vanilla. This was nice, but it kind of reminded me of like, I don't know. There was something about this that kind of reminded me of like maybe like a shampoo or like a 90s perfume kind of a vibe. I'm not sure why it did that. But it was definitely a little bit more leaning like a body care type of scent rather than like a fruity scent. I'm not sure if it's the agave nectar maybe that did that, or maybe it was just a strawberry and raspberry. The oils were a little bit more like a floral leaning. But either way, I did enjoy this. I don't know if out of the two of these, I would pick this one up. I think I'd rather pick up Amethyst, but both really enjoyable, no problems there. This one here is Lured Apothecary Sweet Pretzel Twist. This is caramel and soft, salty pretzel. To my nose, this really smells like, now I'm blanking, Cookie Land from Rose Girls. However, Cookie Land from Rose Girls definitely performs a lot better in my home. This was a little bit on the lighter side. So, I mean, if you like this, then, and you haven't tried Rose Girls Cookie Land, then definitely try that. Because to my nose, very similar, like a salty, non-yeasty, crunchy pretzel rod mixed with like caramel and sweetness. So that was good. It just didn't perform like crazy well for me. This one, okay, so I have 2 things from Vintage Chic Scents. So both of these on totally opposite sides of the spectrum performance-wise in my house. I have Jackie O's Powdered Donuts, and this one is vanilla bean cake topped with whipped marshmallows and powdered donuts. So that's just her Jackie O mixed with powdered donuts. And this other one is Fashion Week, which is Strawberry Crunch Sugar Cookies. Both of these are from the same day, October 12th, 2021. So they've definitely been sitting, curing, having lots of time to, get stronger and all that stuff. Jackie O's Powdered Donuts was incredibly strong, smelled like a very authentic, like bakery type scent in my house. Made me really hungry. I loved it. This was a great performer. Opposite side, this one I really could barely smell it. And I put these in the same exact spot in my living room, split between 4 warmers. It was just like a donut shape, and just totally opposite experiences. So I definitely would pick up more of the Jackie O Powdered Donuts in the future. I have a whole loaf of just Jackie O on its own, so I don't know if I would necessarily need to get this one again specifically, but I think since this performed so well that I have high hopes for that Jackie O loaf. So I'm excited now to pull out that scent and start melting it, but really, really, really good. I'm very excited about that Jackie O loaf now. So that was that. I have a few things here from, L3 Waxy Wonders. So the first one is odd because I didn't love this scent, and I honestly debated just like giving this to my mom or my sister, but I threw it in the smelting basket and I finished it. It's Daredevil. It's raspberry soda and blue raspberry jello. So I'm not like I don't know if I'm like a huge soda fan in wax, maybe. I do like Coca-Cola and root beer, and maybe like sometimes if you throw in the occasional Dr. Pepper if you can find it. I shouldn't say, I think it's just fizzy pop. There was like a fizzy aspect to this. I'm not sure if there's fizzy pop in it. It says raspberry soda, so I'm not thinking it's a fizzy pop oil. There was like a bit of like a bubbly kind of quality to this. But I don't know. I think it was almost like a florally soda kind of scent because of the other notes. I think they leaned a little floral. This wasn't a favorite of mine. I melted this in my office, so I didn't really like have to be around it that much. But I think if you enjoy soda scents or like the fizzy bubbly kind of scents, then maybe this would be an interesting one because it was unlike anything I've smelled. So I think it just wasn't in my typical favorite type of scents. So, but if you like those, then you might like that. This one was amazing. This is Just Cross Streams. This didn't have like the strongest lasting power when I melted it, so I put this in my my kitchen warmers, and I split all of them up. There was just like 2 of the fluted tarts. Split it up, put it in my warmers, and this smelled so delicious, so strong. Once it started going, it just like came alive, and it was just like this really, really sweet vanilla scent, and I loved it. But it died off pretty quickly, and then once it was gone, it was gone. Like there was no coming back. Not even like hovering over the warmer. Like I dumped out the warmer or dumped out the wax. And sometimes when you switch out your wax, you can still get a little bit of that scent left. This was just like pure wax. So it was like crazy how like quickly it just diminished. But I loved it when it was going. It knocked me out of the house. It was beautiful. So if you want a really good vanilla, this is a great vanilla. I had some good power, but then the lasting power. So it was kind of like, a balance, So this one here, okay, I think I have a couple more just like one-offs. So no duplicates of these, I don't think. So this is The Pharmacist's Daughter. It is Serene, and it is passion fruit, nectarine, and zen. The scent note zen, if I can leave like the scent note somewhere for zen, I don't think I prefer. This is just it definitely smelled like something that you would smell in like a spa kind of a scent. Like if you're getting massage and you'd smell this. It wasn't like a personal favorite of mine, but it was just like a very summery time, like a summertime spa, kind of clean, fresh, a little bit of like that tropical fruit kind of scent in the background. It was okay. I wouldn't necessarily pick it up again just because of that zen note. That zen note's not my favorite. But as you guys can tell, this whole basket was just so many random things that I was just like, let's just get them out of my collection. So that was one that I was kind of unsure of anyway, but it was fine. Performance-wise, it did great. It threw beautifully, so no complaints there. This is Wicked Essence Coconut Cream. This I pulled from the Round Robin. I was curious because I've never tried Wicked Essence. Based on this alone, I probably wouldn't look into it, which there was really not any throw from this. So in the bag, it did smell okay. It smelled like a coconut, like a creamy coconut scent. In the warmers, I couldn't smell anything. So that was a bit of a disappointment, but sometimes that happens. This one here is Birdie's Making Sense. It is Pugging Tired, which is banana nut bread and peanut butter cookies. And this was like a really cute little pug shape face. It was really hard to cut into because it was so cute. This was amazing, delicious, smelled just like a banana bread. Really authentic. It was a good banana. The peanut butter, no, I think just added like an extra creaminess. But I definitely would get that again. And I really like her like banana scents. I think they're all really good. So, but once again, I love banana. So, okay, this one is Waikiki Beach Coconut. This is a Bath & Body Works like mini, I think it was like a wallflower tester candle that I made into tarts. This is getting this was getting really, really old, so I just needed to melt it. I really love this scent. Every time in the summer, I try to get one candle or burn one candle of Waikiki Beach Coconut. It just smells like a really delicious fruity coconut scent. I'm sure you guys have smelled that one before. If you haven't, definitely check it out if you like tropical scents. This one is Zape's Wild and Free. This was a standout favorite. I melted this previously in the last week, and it is Wild Spring Breeze in Orange Groves. I was melting this a little bit in the bathroom, and then the last day I was just like, let's put it in my living room or dining room. Kitchen. Ooh. I put this in my kitchen, and it just made the kitchen smell like I just cleaned. I mean, it was clean, but it smelled like I just cleaned it, like deep cleaned the kitchen, because it was just like the citrusy, but like florally citrusy freshness. I love this scent. If this comes back next year, I will get more of this, definitely. Wild and Free. So it just smelled like a really nice neroli kind of citrusy scent. It was pretty. Rainbow Melts Vanilla Confection. This is vanilla cookies, vanilla cupcakes, buttercream icing, and sprinkles on top. This one was kind of similar to that L3 where it had some good power right when it started and then it kind of died off quickly. Maybe that's just something that's a common theme for vanilla scents. Now that I'm aware of that, I'm going to try to think about that more when I melt just purely vanilla-based scents. I did enjoy this, but it wasn't like anything. Like if I was comparing, I'd probably get more of Don't Cross Streams. It was a little bit more strong on that vanilla note. So that is Vanilla Confection. And then I think all the rest of these are Rose Girls. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mini melter Rose Girls bags and 3 sample, like little sample things, chunk samples. So the first one was just like 4 mini melter cubes in a sample. This was Mango Sorbet and Can type. Can is a Paris Hilton perfume scent. I love Mango Sorbet, but I don't like that Can. I shouldn't say don't like it. I didn't love. It's not like a favorite scent. So whatever that Can was, I think it's probably like an orchid flower or something like that, but it was a little bit too perfumey for me. So I didn't love it, but it was fine. And it was like a good bathroom kind of a scent. So I wouldn't get that again, but it just wasn't a scent preference favorite. I have the Sweet Spot. This is Sugar Cookie Dough, Vanilla Crunch Donuts, and Cookie Land. I loved this. I would get this again. I know she had it offered, but I was trying not to spend the last time it was offered. But if I did see it again, I would pick up more of this. It was just a really, really, really delicious, like vanilla bakery cookie, just like you walked into a bakery deliciousness kind of a thing. So love that. This is Almond Biscotti Cookie Land. I will say from what I've noticed, Rose Girls Almond comes across a little bit more cherry than some others that I've tried. I have no problem with it because I love cherry, but just, you know, this did come across like a slightly cherry scent. But it was interesting because when it melted, you could almost get like this biscotti, like crunchy cookie kind of note that came through with this. I really like this, and this was very, very strong. So maybe I would possibly get this again. But I think I would be more interested in just having like just the almond biscotti to really see like how that one does. And even for like to blend that one. But yeah, I did really like this. No complaints about that. And then the bags. So 2 of these are actually, all of these are from 2020. So they need to be finished. But 2 of these are Mario melters. So let's talk about this one first. This one is Tenacious Toadette. And this was Sugar Plum Punch, Cherry Coke, and Cherry Cola, and Cotton Candy Frosting. So some of these are, I feel like I almost need to talk about some of these in like conjunction to each other. I did also finish up Caramel Cherry Coke Float. So these 2 were kind of similar, but I will say if I'm comparing them, Tenacious Toadette, there is a bit more of like a depth to this one because of that Sugar Plum Punch scent. It adds like a fruitiness, but like a deeper fruitiness to this scent. This is really like, this is a really like syrupy, sweet. I think her cola scent, I think it's Cherry Cola in this and Cherry Cola in this, right? Cherry Coke. So I think that Cherry Cola or the Cherry Coke oil that she's using in these is such a syrupy sweet scent. I don't think that either of these are super fizzy. So if you're comparing these to like a fizzy pop thing, it was not like overly fizzy. It almost smells to me like a flat Coca-Cola scent, like a flat cherry Coke. Or if you guys are familiar with like the Coca-Cola machines that they have, or like the soda machines that they have where you can add your own different syrups to it. It smells like if it was like adding slightly too much of that cherry syrup a little bit. So I think I didn't hate either of these. It's making it seem like I did. I definitely enjoyed both of these, but you have to be, at least I had to be in a very particular mood to melt both of these because they are like super, 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 super sweet scent. So if you are a fan of like cotton candy scents or just cola scents in general, and you like sugary, sweet scents, like almost makes my cheeks hurt, my teeth hurt kind of a scent, these both are good ones for that. But these they kind of had like a different, very similar vibes. These are like cousins maybe. A little bit deeper, richer, fruitier of a cola scent. And then this one is, to me, a little bit sweeter because I think that caramel note in addition to it. So both were good, both really good, strong performers, like no problems with performance on either of these. But very like syrupy sweet Coca-Cola scent. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about Rainbow Road. This is another Mario melter. It is lime jello, strawberry soda, and blonde moment. I did talk a little bit about this in my last video, my last empties or what I melted video. Like I said, if you don't love fizzy pop, or you kind of like fizzy pop and you're kind of like me, you want to not have it super overwhelmingly fizzy, this is a good one because there is a bit of that like fizzy quality to this scent. But it's not like overly like knock you out fizzy pop bubble, like make your nose kind of feel tingly. I really liked it. No complaints there. If this comes back next year for her Mario line, I'll probably grab another bag. Finally, for my bags from Rose Girls, I have banana split funnel cake. This one I had double bagged, and thank goodness I did because this was actually like leaking, like the oils were like coming out of this bag, which is insane. This, to my nose, smelled very much like exactly like what it says. I could pick up on like this spicy funnel cake scent. Like it was definitely not like a yeasty, powdery kind of funnel cake. To my nose, it was much more of like a spiced kind of funnel cake scent. And then you mix it with like a banana split, kind of like a banana kind of cream pie scent. I enjoyed this one. I think that there are different funnel cake oils that I prefer. I think I like the more powdery, kind of powdered sugar, not so spicy one. So I think maybe if this was banana split and powdered donuts, I would have been totally in love with it. But I think that just the spicy kind of quality wasn't my favorite, but I did enjoy it, and it definitely smelled like what it said it was, so that was good. So this one is Fluffy Chocolate Banana Pie, which is German chocolate cake, banana, cream pie, and marshmallows. The chocolate in this, to my nose, was a little bit more on the artificially chocolate side, so I didn't love it. But it was definitely a strong performer. I have no issues with his wax. This one is Cereal Land. This is frosted cereal, fruity marshmallow bits, and vanilla milk. I usually am a little bit nervous about like the vanilla milk or like a cereal milk or sugar milk type of scent. I'm not sure if this was sugar milk, but it came across just kind of like the authentic like milk. If you had like Fruit Loops and you had like the fruity, milky kind of quality at the bottom, it was definitely much more creamy than I expected it to be once it was warm. I really liked this a lot. So maybe now when I see sugar milk scents, I won't get so scared, but that was very good. This is Fancy Milkshake. Out of all of the Midnight Daydream melts that I had these past 2 weeks, this was actually the lightest one for me, which was shocking, which I'm not sure. I think maybe this was the newest too, or the least old out of all of them. This was peanut butter, oatmeal cookies, and blueberry cheesecake ice cream. I think the strongest thing that came through was that blueberry cheesecake ice cream note for me. But there was like a nice creamy quality to it, but it was still a little bit on the lighter side of all of these for me. I have Mint Chip Witch. This is mint chocolate chip ice cream and royal sugar cookies. This literally just smelled like if you had a chocolate chip cookie and you sandwiched it with like mint ice cream. I loved it. No complaints there. I have Coconut Velvet Pie, which is coconut cream pie, red velvet cake, and graham crackers. This was a little bit lighter. Also, this kind of smelled to my nose like if you had baking coconut, like the shaved coconut kind of baking coconut. And then this one is Twisted Unicorn, which is fruity cotton candy soda. I'm not sure if this was like a strawberry soda with cotton candy or what it was. This definitely smells like this was like maybe an oil. I don't think it's strawberry soda. It reminds me, I think it's gotta be like some kind of an oil, I think maybe. I'm not sure. Possibly like, I know that there's like a fragrance, I think it's like red stilettos or like something like that. I think it's called like red stilettos or pink stilettos or something like that. Kind of, I think it's that. I could be wrong. Tom really liked this. I put this in the bathroom and it was just kind of like a bright, girly, kind of fruity, fizzy scent. I have a scent shot here from the Scented Squirrel. I picked this up in the Round Robin, and this is called I Lied, and the scent notes are Baja Cactus Blossom, Bamboo and Lotus, and Barbershop. I loved this. This definitely piqued my interest and made me want to check out the Scented Squirrel more. If you guys have tried them, please let me know in the comments below. I'm very curious. This was just like a powdery, like the Barbershop, which is like that powdered shaving cream kind of a scent, like the powdery, fluffy shaving cream, which adds like this slight masculine scent, but with the sweetness from like the other notes. It just was fresh, clean, sweet kind of a scent. Perfect bathroom scent. I love this. I definitely would get more of this. This one here is L3 Waxy Wonders Scoopable in Cupboard Under the Stairs, which is a special birthday cake made up of strawberry cream and crushed Nilla wafers. And this one was absolutely incredible. I maybe was overwhelming my dishes with how much I put into it, but holy moly, this was so good. I definitely would get this again, but not in a scoopable form. I think I prefer harder wax over scoopable. It's just easier for me overall. But this did so darn good. It smelled to me like a strawberries and cream saver, like the hard candy cream saver, mixed with a Nilla wafer scent. That's kind of what it smelled like to me. It was amazing. No complaints. So I have 2 peanut butter and jelly type scents here. I'm kind of disappointed in myself because the day that I put these in, I had high hopes that I was like gonna be able to have the full experience. It was my only day off. I was like, oh, I'll be home all day. It'll be fine. I'll be able to like really enjoy these. So I put them in, and then my friend called me and was like, hey, do you want to come hang out by the creek by your house and like hang out in tubes and swim and enjoy the weather? It was a beautiful day, and I was like, am I really gonna sit home and not do anything on my only day off, or am I gonna go hang out with my friends? And so I went and hung out with my friends. So I totally missed both of these. When I came home and I smelled this, it was pretty much gone. This is Collectible Lunchbox from VCS, which is peanut butter, sweet raspberry jam, and zucchini bread. I am kicking myself because I really wanted to experience this on cold. That zucchini bread, which is usually not a favorite scent of mine, was totally doable, not spicy, not corn chippy. So I'm mad that I missed it. But I think this will probably come back again in the future. I'll just grab it again and try it that time. But when I pulled it out, it was pretty much gone. I still could smell a bit of like that sweet raspberry, but it was mostly gone. And then this one is Goose Creek's Peanut Butter and Jelly. I put this entire thing in my Yankee Candle centerpiece warmer, and by the time I came home, there was a little bit more scent in this, and I think because of the size difference, that there were still some oils left to go. This one, to my nose, smells mostly like if you mixed a strawberry, raspberry, blackberry jam together, like a deep berry kind of blend. And then no bread note at all, no like yeasty bread note or any kind of bread note at all to my nose, with just like the smallest hint of peanut butter, like a creamy quality. But you don't smell this and think peanut butter. To my nose, you smell this and think like a jam, like a sweet jam. At least that's just what I personally smelled. I can't really speak too much to performance because, like I said, when I got there, it was pretty much fizzled out. So that was kind of a bummer, but that happens. 2 clamshells that I finished. This is Tangerine Creamsicle. This smells exactly like a orange creamsicle, dreamsicle, whatever you call them, with like that kind of creamy vanilla center and that like that frosted popsicle orange kind of quality to it. It literally smells like this. Put this in my living room warmer, split between 4, lasted for 2 days. Crazy performer. And then finally, this is the Bathing Gardens Fortune Teller, which I want to say this was a part of her Circus collection. I picked this up last year for that collection. This is amazing. This, to my nose, smells like a Coca-Cola float. There's like this really beautiful creamy quality that comes through, but darn it, this is a authentic Coca-Cola scent. Like it smells like an authentic Coca-Cola. And I also love her, she has another Coca-Cola scent that I love that comes out in like the fall, Halloween type scent. I'm totally blanking on what that one's called. I think that I just really enjoy her Coca-Cola oil that she uses. So I honestly might even go back on the site and see if this is still available because it is that good. Crazy good performer. Very authentic. Smelled like I literally poured Coca-Cola and a scoop of vanilla ice cream in my warmers and just let it go. It was great. Love this. 10 out of 10. Okay. I think that's it, you guys. Double checking. That's it, yeah. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me through this video. I hope you've all been doing well. I hope you're enjoying your summer. I hope the weather is good where you are. I know I think we're technically still in spring, right? Summer hasn't officially started, but to me, we're in June now. It's summer. I hope you're all doing great, and we'll talk soon. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.